If you want to be coached by someone that podiumed at the first ever MX Bikes LAN event, then click the Discord link in the description below. Follow the steps on screen to book a one-on-one session with me now. Anyway, enjoy the video. Alright, what's good boys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have a very different style of video today. We're going to be going over my aerial career. So we're going to be starting from 2022, which is when I made my debut, my pro aerial debut, and then obviously going up to now. So we've got, as I'm recording this, we have one round left, which is just Vegas. So this will be everything up to that point. There won't be anything to do with Vegas in this video. This video will be coming out the day of Vegas. But yeah, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and enjoy the video, boys. So then, 2022, my pro debut. We did Supercross, like I said. Started off in Supercross, but I didn't do any recordings. I didn't do any Instagram posts or anything during Supercross. However, going through results, I did find out that I got P10 at the last round of Supercross. So I got my first top 10, round 17 of 2022 Supercross. But yeah, now we move on to outdoors here at Parla. The outdoor debut, and we ended up going 21-19 for 21st overall. So wasn't great, but you know, for your first ever outdoor pro race and to come out of it just to qualify and with a point, I'm okay with that. And then round 2 of the outdoor championship. Now I know on screen it's High Point. I've just noticed it was actually Hangtown, not High Point, that I got, you know, my top 10. But yeah, this was my first ever top 10, was Hangtown round 2. So going from Parla to be 21st overall, and then coming in the next round to get 10th overall with an 11-11, I believe it was. But yeah, 10th overall. So second ever outdoor pro race and a top 10 overall. Definitely was happy with that. Good improvement from round 1. And then during the 2023 off season, I was actually a privateer for a little bit. I think I was a privateer for like 1 or 2 weeks. And then we got picked up by Element Designs Co., which was ran by Casanova at the time. And yeah, he ended up speaking to me. We messaged back and forth for a little while. And yeah, he ended up picking me up for the 2023 Supercross and Outdoor year. So that was very good. That was a solid team to be on. It had some good riders, some championship contenders in it that year as well. So going from a privateer on a not known team to going to a team with possible championship contenders the next year, I was definitely happy with riding for that team. And then 2023 Supercross arrived, and I did the first run on a 450. However, I got taken out in the heat race and got 10th, obviously need top 9. And then LCQ came, and I got 5th in that. So I missed the race by a spot in the heat race and a spot in the LCQ. And I was like, screw it, I'm going to the 250s. So from round 2 onwards, we went on the 250, and we raced that instead of the 450. And then 2023 Daytona. This was my first ever top 5. This was in the 250 class. This was round 8 of EU 250. So my second year getting the top 5. I was very happy with that. And then a few rounds after my top 5, this is round 11 of the EU 250 Supercross Championship. I got my first ever heat race win. My first win of any kind in the pro racing. And I was very happy with this. Obviously, Cam, he was absolutely dominating this year in the EU 250 class. So it wasn't like there was no one in the heat race. You had the dominant championship leader in the heat race. And we managed to get a job done. We managed to get the win. Like I said, first ever win of any kind. I was so happy with this. And then, yeah, that rounds out the EU 2023 250 championship, Supercross championship. We ended up finishing 11th in points, which I was happy with. And with my best finish of 4th, which you can see in the background here. So not a bad season, and my first and only year in the 250 class. 2023 EU 450 outdoors time. This is of course round 1 Parla. Did not go good at all. We got 22nd overall. Definitely did not go good. Let's just say that. So yeah, Parla was definitely one to forget and not a great round at all. And then Redbud was my best finish. We ended up going 12-8, I think it was, for 7th overall. That was my best finish of the year. So not a great outdoor series. We finished 14th in points in the end. And yeah, we never really had a great round. So definitely struggled in 2023 450 outdoors. And then we qualified for the EU 250 SMX. We didn't qualify for 450s. So we ended up getting 8th in this SMX 250 championship, which isn't great, but is what it is. And then in the off season, we had the EICMA LAN event qualifiers. Now, I'm adding this in here because it is technically aerial. It was kind of ran by it a little bit. So I'm adding this in there anyway. But yeah, we had the LAN event qualifiers. We ended up qualifying. You needed top 10 to go to the LAN event. We ended up getting 7th in the championship. So we made it through, and we got a free trip to Italy for the LAN event, and then a free trip to Qatar for the prize that we got for a podium in it. We've got 3rd in that championship at the LAN event. And then the top 3 from the LAN event, we got invited to a VIP thing the day after to race on a car racing sim against Danny Pedrosa. I actually ended up getting 2nd in that. There was Tony Cairoli in that as well, which was quite funny. And then got a free trip to the Qatar MotoGP, which was crazy.
Opening lap, he's got an 8-second lead already, as I believe that's Aiden Pryke making a move on Tony Cairoli, but he can't quite make it stick as they stay 2nd and 3rd.
Awesome stuff. A little bit further back then, you've got Cameron Box fighting it out with Connor Lins just now. So your 2 qualifiers from yesterday. Beautiful move up the inside, but Aiden Pryke sends it every day of the week. Cairoli, oh, a little bit of contact here, and Cairoli is the worse off of that one. You're never going to pull that one off, my friend, unfortunately. Pryke races off into the sunset here just now.
And then, yeah, that was the LAN event done. Obviously, we had a few months break after that. And then Anaheim won again, back straight into the thick of things, going straight into A1 here. 2024 A1 did not go great. We did not have a good race at all. We finished 12th in that race, and I didn't feel bad coming into the race. We just didn't get the result we wanted to, made a lot of mistakes, and first race of the year, so it's what it is. There's always room for improvement. Now, the best way I would describe my 2024 Supercross season is consistent. I would say I was a lot more consistent. I never really had any great results. I think I had like 4 P4s. Never got a podium in the Supercross season in 2024. So yeah, but we had like 4 top 4s, so it was a consistent year more than a great year, if that makes sense. But yeah, to round out 2024 Supercross season, we ended up finishing 6th in points. Like I said, a very consistent year. We didn't really have any crazy results, no podiums unfortunately. However, we had like 4 or 5 top 4s, many top 5s, and some good results, which I was happy with. So overall, a very consistent year. We started off a bit slow, but we slowly got into the pace as the rounds went on. So yeah, not a bad 2024 Supercross season. Probably my best finish, I would say, so far is P6 in the Supercross Championship. So happy with that. And now on to the 2024 outdoor season. And then yeah, the 2024 outdoor championship was again a very consistent year. One of my best outdoor championships I've had was last year's outdoors. Very good results, very consistent. We had multiple top 5s. This round here, you do that you see in the background, we went 5-6 for a 5th overall, so a very good top 5 overall, and we finished 7th in points this year. The 2024 Super Motocross rounds went okay. I went 8 overall, 3rd overall, 9th overall, so very inconsistent, but it's a 3-round championship, double points, triple points. It's hard to be good in every round, but this round here, we ended up getting 3rd overall after another rider got docked, so I'll take the podium, but obviously it wasn't an official podium, if that makes sense. But overall, 2024 was a massive improvement from 2023, so I was very happy with how the 2024 year as a whole went. Finishing 6th in the SMX Championship was a good way to end it. And then yeah, coming into the 2025 Supercross season, I was feeling good coming into this year. I was feeling comfortable in the Yami. I was enjoying it. I was liking the Yami. And obviously first year on Club Mex as well. We did SMX as Club Mex, but this was the first official year as Club Mex. So, you know, you want to do your best to promote it and show that, you know, it's a top team. And that is exactly what we did. This is round 6 here at Detroit. We managed to get the heat race win. This is my first 450 heat race win. As you guys saw, I had a 250 heat race win, but this is my first 450 heat race win. I won it by 0.2, I think it was. It was a very good battle. This was the heat race, by the way. It was very stacked. I did not come into this thinking I'd win it, but we managed to get the job done, boys. This was a very stacked heat race. The 2025 Supercross season was good. I enjoyed it. We had some good positions. Again, podium, as you can see here. This was my first Triple Crown podium, which was very sick. Obviously, 3 races, if you didn't know. We went 5-3-4 for a 3rd overall. Going into the final race, I had to beat Tyler for the podium overall, and we somehow managed to get the job done. So 3rd overall at Birmingham, Triple Crown, and very good season overall. Finishing 6th in points, which I was happy with. And then towards the end of Supercross, the MXB GP season started, which obviously went on after Supercross is finished, and this is, to this day, I would say, probably my favourite race I've ever had on MX Bikes, where Jake won the race, I got 3rd in the race. It was such a good battle, the entire race. I think if you haven't watched the race, go and watch Linz, who was commentating it. Go and watch the video, go and watch Moto1. It was my favourite race, but yeah, my first moto podium in GPs and my favourite race to this day. Overall, the MXB GP season was actually very fun. It was a good season, to be fair. Finishing 6th in points, should have been 5th, but if you look at round 2, I decided to rage quit both Sardinia rounds, so should have been P5 in points, but yeah, we decided to rage quit both Sardinia rounds, so we lost 30 points a boy there, but it is what it is, a good season, and that rounded out the 2025 GP season. This year's outdoor season, so the 2025 MX season, didn't go too great. Didn't really have any good results, never was really happy in any of the qualifiers, never really felt super duper happy. My best result was this round here, Southwick, which, if you guys know me, I'm not a sand guy at all. I'm terrible in the sand, but my best result was a 5th overall here at Southwick, so that kind of sums up my outdoor season, that, you know, my best round of the year, or outdoors, was a Southwick round, so it's what it is. At the end of the day, ended up finishing 8th in points, which I wasn't too happy with. And the final thing we're going to talk about in this video is SMX, which is currently ongoing. We've done the first 2 rounds. As this video comes out, we have the final round in Vegas. So the first 2 rounds have gone okay. I keep having one bad mo and one decent mo. We've gone 6-11 and then 12-5. So it's been hard, obviously having not one great mo and then an okay mo. It kind of screwed the overalls. We've gone 8th overall and then 7th overall. And then Vegas is Friday today, as you guys are going to be seeing this video. So hopefully we can get a good result with the triple points. I'm currently sitting 7th in points. I'd like to try and get 5th if possible, but we'll see what Vegas brings. But at the end of the day, we managed to get a career number at the end of this year, which is exactly what we've been aiming for the past 3 or 4 years. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy my sort of aerial journey. And it took a long time to edit. It's taken me about 2 days full of editing this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace.